morning and welcome to Live with Joy. Happy Monday to everybody. Gonna wait a few moments for everybody to come on that post and we're gonna go over exactly what we're gonna be doing today. And this week we are just gonna be mixing it up with some various different workouts the entire week, and by the end of the week we will definitely be getting our full body in with everything that we're going to be doing each day. So today we have what you'll see, a little HIIT mix. So what that means is this is kind of like a boot camp. We are going to be working hard today with multiple movements and multiple joint movement, okay? Different muscles, different joints working at the same time, and we're gonna also be throwing in some cardio. So what the plan is for today is we're gonna have 3 different exercises for each circuit. We're gonna do a strength movement with our dumbbells, and that is going to be multiple movement with the muscles and the joints. Then we're gonna have a cardio move. And then we're gonna drop to the floor and we're gonna have a body weight driven strength movement that is also going to work multiple joint movement and muscles, okay? But I will give you some options on those different multiple movements where you can do less as well and not as much of that movement. So I will give you some options on that and you can just take it at your own pace, okay? As far as the timing goes today, we're gonna have the first exercise with our dumbbells is gonna be 1 minute long. And then we'll have a 10-second transition time in between, do our cardio move, which is going to be 45 seconds. So we're dropping in time when we go to that cardio move. And then we're gonna have 15 seconds, so a little bit more time to transition down to the floor. We're gonna do our body weight strength move, which we're only gonna have to do for 30 seconds. We're dropping that again in time. And then you have 20 seconds, even more rest to transition time to come back up and repeat those 3 moves, okay? We will do that 3 times. So you're gonna have 3 sets of everything that you're doing today. And you will have to come down and up, but you will have that time, that transition time to do so. So don't feel rushed. You'll have 15 seconds to get down. You'll have 20 seconds to get up. So that should be enough time. And if you need to take more time, feel free to do so, okay? First thing we want to do is warm it up so we're ready to go. So that's what we're going to do right now. Get that body moving. Shoulders down, retract back, engage that center, and march it out. Let's go 8 more right here, marching narrow. 4, 3, 2, take those legs out wide march. Let's go 8 more. 4, 3, 2, march it back in, narrow. 4, 3, 2, take those legs out wide for 8. 4, 3, 2, march it back in for 4. Let's take it wide for 4. March it in for 4. Take it wide for 4. Hold it wide and squat it. Bend the knees and bend the elbows. Push that bottom back. Get the weight into the heels and keep those feet nice and flat. Bend and extend those elbows. You sit down and up. We got 2 more. Now down to up for 2. Down and up. 3 more times. Down and up. 2 more times. 1 more time, slow. Down. Pick up your speed. 8. From here, we're going to step it back, right and left, reach overhead, and 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. Step back right and left, and reach. Reach and step it back. You can simply just tap it or step and bend through it. Keep it here. 8 more times. Step and reach. Then from here, back to a wide squat as we interlock those fingers behind that head or loosen behind those ears. Last 2 right here. Take it wide, interlock here or loosen here. Either way. Open the chest, squeeze, and retract the back. 4 more. Press it up. 3, 2. Release those hands, wide march right here. 4, 3, 2, 2, march it back in for 8. 4, 3, 2, take it back out wide, 4. Marching in for 4. Take it wide for 4. Marching in for 4. Take it wide and hold. Hands on those thighs. And hinge forward with a flat back. Let's hold. And roll it up halfway. Stretch that spine. Take that flat back down. Roll all the way up. Allow that head to come up last. And roll those shoulders back. All right, watch our first 3 moves. All right, so with our dumbbells first, you've got 1 minute for this combination move where we're gonna squat and curl as we come up, press overhead, and then return back to your starting position. Squat and curl, press and lift, and then return. Now, if that is too much to add the press, you could simply squat and curl for that minute, okay? Add the press if and when you feel comfortable adding that press in. All right, then the weights are gonna go down, and you're gonna have a lateral fast feet. So it's gonna look like this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, if the lateral movement side to side is too much, you can simply stay in one place and just do your fast feet. That's gonna be for 45 seconds, so you're getting that intensity up. Then we are coming down. We're gonna bring it into our plank position. We're gonna reach for each one of our ankles, and then drive our knees in 4 times. So you count it out. Reach one, reach for the other, drive the knees in 4 times. Now, of course, you can have some options here. Instead of reaching, you can sit back into child's pose, and then you can step it out and in 4 times, nice and easy, okay? So we have that child's pose instead, and then step it out rather than having those knees, okay? So that will be a little bit easier than holding that plank. So you decide where you want to be on that move as well. And if you want to just go child's pose into the knees, you can do knees here. If you just want to do child's pose to plank for those 30 seconds, you can do that as well and work on getting that plank stronger, okay? All right, first thing we're going to do is start with that squat, press, and return. So grab your weights, get set, and go. You've got 1 minute on the clock. Remember, you've got 3 sets. You're in this for 9 minutes, so it's a lot of work. Squat with the curl, press it up, and then return. Plenty of time, so there is no rush here. You got a full minute to work this sequence here. Squat, curl, press it as you come up, and then return down to your starting position. And remember, you can just do the squat and the curl and eliminate that press overhead if that's too much at any time. Squat and curl. Press as you come up if you can. Good, get that last one in, and then your weights are gonna come down, and you've got the lateral fast feet. So from here, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 back. Now again, if that's too much, just those fast feet right here for 45 seconds. If you can, right here, little lateral movement with those fast feet. 45 seconds. Little lateral movement one direction, lateral movement the other, those nice fast feet. You can also simply march it in place at any time during that cardio work. It's got a time by shoe, keep going. Lateral movement, fast feet, or a simple march in place. If you need to bring that intensity down at any point, find what works for you. Good, get that last one in. And now you have time to take it down. 15 seconds, options. Child's pose. Step it back into that plank 4 times. Child's pose into that plank. Drive the knees in, nice and easy. Or we're gonna reach for those ankles. If you can hold that strong plank, drive those knees in. Fast or slow, you decide. You have only 30 seconds for this one, okay? That time goes down each one of those exercises in the circuit. You start with a minute, 45 seconds for your cardio, and then 30 seconds only for this body weight move. Good, finish up your last one, and then you've got 20 seconds to make your way up. And then we're going to the top of that circuit with that minute and our weights. We've got 10 seconds left. Start to grab your weights. If you need to get water, you can do that at any point. Get set, 5 more seconds, and we start at the top. 2, and go. Squat, curl. Add that press as you come up if you can, and return. 1 minute, second time around. Good, again, just the squat and curl if you want to be just here. This is fine. Adding in that press from that curl. You lift and press if you feel comfortable going overhead. Good, focus on each one. Return back, take a moment if you need, and then into your next one. Finish up your last one. Take those weights down. You've got 10 seconds. And then again, either fast feet, marching in place if you need to, or if you can add that lateral movement with that fast feet right here. So I'm going fast feet, and I'm moving laterally. 3 steps. And this is your 45-second move. Almost there, 5 more seconds. Good, finish it out. And you've got 15 seconds to get down to that floor. Remember your options. You can go child's pose into stepping it out and in. You can simply go child's pose into that plank to work on getting that strong. Come on up, add the knees, slow or fast. And then your hardest one right here, reaching for each one of those ankles. And then driving those knees in 4 times. Fast or slow, up to you. So many options you can choose from. You could be simply working on child's pose into that plank. Work on getting that plank strong, and that would be the movement that you have, okay? All right, 20 seconds to make your way up. We're going back to the top of our circuit one more time. We got 10 seconds coming up, so still recovering if you need to. Start to grab those weights, get yourself set, squat and curl, adding that press if you can. From here, last and final minute of this move right here. Your squat curl, your press overhead as you come up, and then returning back to your side and taking it at your own pace. Rest in between each one if you need to. Almost there. Your final set. Hang in there. Do what you feel comfortable with. Take it at a pace that's manageable with weights that are manageable, but still challenging. Good. Get your last one in. And put those weights to the side. And again, you're going to work in those fast feet, a simple march, or fast feet with that lateral move. So I got about 3 fast feet steps from one side to the other. working off the balls of my feet. I'm not driving those knees up. We will have an exercise where we do drive those knees up as we do lateral movement. That's not yet. We stay low. Just work off the balls of the feet. Fast feet movement. Whether it's just in one place or you've got that lateral movement side to side right here. And stop. You got 15 seconds to make your way down. And again, what are your options? You can stay here on the knees, step it out and in. You can just simply extend those legs out from here. Child's pose into that plank. Child's pose into that plank. Drive the knees in slow or fast. And if you can manage to hold that plank, then you're adding in those ankle reaches and driving the knees in from there. Gotta have a strong plank to be in this option, okay? So if you're not quite there with that plank yet, then you want to work on getting that child's pose into that plank. Maybe drawing the knees in nice and easy from here. All right, come on up. And your circuit one, all done. We got new exercises. All right, so watch me. We have another variation of a curl and a press. Watch me. We are going to lunge and rotate into the curl. As we hold here, rotate and press into an Arnold curl and come on up. And then change those legs. Now if you struggle once again with the overhead, you're just going to rotate your curl and work those alternating lunges. And you don't have to come overhead with that overhead movement, okay? That is optional. Our cardio move for 45 seconds is our skater side to side. Now you can simply step it. You can do hamstring curls if you need to. Then we're coming down on our back from straight legs. We're going to come up into a double crunch hold here and then drive 4 bicycles and lower back down. If you have trouble extending your legs, you'll start from that bent knee and you'll go from here. Okay, if that's too much, you can just stick with alternating oblique crunches and take away that double crunch in the beginning and holding everything up in that position, okay? So nice and easy here if you need to, all right? Grab those weights. We're going for that lunge rotating curl. Optional Arnold press while you're here. Get set and go. You got that 1 minute on the clock. Let's go for it. As you step into that lunge, palms face you on that rotating curl. Rotate and press overhead. If you're gonna add that optional Arnold press, again, you don't have to, especially if it's too much for you to come over your head. You're just gonna work on that lunge and curl and come back up. Optional, additional overhead press from this position if you choose to be there. One minute for this exercise, so take your time. Pace yourself. This is your strength. It doesn't have to be super intense. It already has multiple movements and muscles working, so it's going to be intense. You don't need to speed it up to make it any more intense. I'm going to just finish on the other side. Put those weights down, and then working those skaters. So again, hamstring curls, stepping it side to side. We're getting that nice little push off. And we got 45 seconds here in our cardio movement. So it might be a little bit more than you're used to doing. We do a lot of 30 seconds. We're doing 45 seconds of that cardio today. "20 seconds. You're more than halfway there. Five more seconds. Last 2 and 1. All right, you've got 15 seconds to get down. We're coming onto our back. Now again, you can simply be saying right here and alternating knee into that opposite leg. From bent knees or extended legs, if you can, draw everything up and then bicycles 4 times back to the center and extend everything down. That's gonna activate things a little bit more if you can. Good, come on up together. Bicycle it out for 4. Back to the center. Extend and lengthen. Finish up your last one. And we're gonna come back up. We've got 20 seconds, so more time to get up from that floor. Grab your weights for that rotating curl. Overhead Arnold press if you can. Come in and say hello. Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Come on, you can do this. Do it at a pace that's manageable for you, with weights that are manageable for you, and movement that's manageable. You might just want to step and curl and eliminate lunge. This would be fine, okay? You want to get deeper into it, add that lunge, that bend. Even deeper into it, we're adding that little Arnold press. Okay, so you've got those options to make it stronger if you want to, but you absolutely do not have to. Giving you those options today on where you want to be, but you have to make sure that you can maintain that form, that control, that posture. If you do, add in that overhead rotating press. Good, finish up your last one, and then those weights go down. And once again, we've got those skaters, so hamstring curls, stepping it side to side, or full push, one side to the other. Good, hang in there. Pace yourself as you need to. You need to start to bring it to a step or a hamstring curl. Feel free at any point. Remember, a little bit more cardio time than we're used to. 45 seconds today. All right, let's bring it down. You got 15 seconds to get down there. And again, your options right here, all from the ground every time. Bent knees or extended leg if you want to make it harder, coming up together, staying there, getting your 4 bicycles in, holding center, and bringing everything back down. Activate, bicycle, and return to the floor. Activate, bicycles, back to the center, and release it. And 20 seconds to make your way up. And we got one more set of everything to go. Alternate your lunge, rotating curl, adding in that Arnold press if you'd like to. 5 more seconds before we start your final set right here. Get set and go. Rotate curl. Rotate press if you're going over that head, but again, you absolutely don't have to. You can just do the lunge and curl or a simple tap back, which you can do your arms there as well without lunging if the lunging is too much. So you find those different levels and those different options that work for you. Go ahead, finish up your last one. 10 seconds before that cardio starts. Make sure your weights are added that way. Simple hamstring curls, stepping it side to side, or pushing off of those skaters. Making a bigger movement. seconds, almost there. Good, get that last one in. You got 15 seconds to make your way down. If you need more time, take more time, it's fine. And again, starting from here, if you need to, alternating, coming back to the floor every time, or from bent or extended legs. Activate with those shoulders up, legs up. Bicycle there 4 times, back to the center, and release. And release, make your way up, and get some water. We only have 2 more circuits left to go. We have only 4 circuits today. We have a lot of movement in each one of those circuits, so we're taking our time with it. All right, I'm gonna go lighter for this one. I'm gonna get those legs out wide, wider than my shoulders. With the toes slightly turned out, weights are gonna come to the front. We're gonna have a wide kind of deadlift squat right here. Come on up, lift the weights overhead, bend and extend at the top. Now if you can't come all the way overhead, your move is just gonna be that wide squat, frontal raise that stops at the shoulders. Okay, if you can get it all the way up here, then you can go behind that head, that tricep extension, okay? And then, options here, I'm gonna show you the hardest one first. We're gonna do our hop forward, long jump, to our 4 knees back, high knees. Get those knees back, get that long jump. Now your option is going to be just regular squats, or those heels to toes, or jump squats in place, okay? Those you're used to. If you want to add that long jump to the high knees back, that's going to make that move a little bit harder to do. Then we're going to come down on that floor, belly down, legs up, hands up, reach forward, W reach 1 time, press it up, and jack it out 4 times. Doesn't have to be, it could be 1 leg at a time, 2, and that would be 4. And then come down on your knees, reach forward, come up on your knees. You can tap from here, nice and easy, just 4 taps. Do what you feel comfortable with. If you want to just stay down here and do the W reaches, W reach to a push-up, and you want to eliminate the legs, you absolutely can. If you want to just do the legs, tapping out and in, that's fine too. Pick one of the moves that feels most comfortable, or pick a combination of the moves that feel most comfortable, okay? So let's start with those legs out wide. You're gonna squat down, bringing the weights in front of you, so you got that hinge forward for that deadlift. Come on up, bend and extend, or stop at shoulder height. Get set, and go. You're on that clock for those 9 minutes. Okay, so again, either stopping here, or you got that wide squat, kind of that sumo deadlift, because you are hinging forward to reach for that floor. Come on up. And then if you can't come all the way over that head, you're gonna bend and extend. Right here, you gotta stop it. Use the back of those arms, and then lower back down. Good, squeeze those glutes as you're coming up with those weights. Engage that center right there. Remember, this is your minute. You got 15 seconds left. This is your longest of all 3 of your exercises. So you've got plenty of time with it. Good, finish up your last one. Weights are gonna come to the side, out of your way. And again, you're either gonna do just your squats, heels to toes, jump squats. If you wanna make this harder, jump forward, high knees back, long jump, high knees back, and you got 45 seconds right here. So this will elevate your jump squats. But again, you don't have to be there. You can be right here. Heels to toes. Your regular jump squats in position and not having to move. You can take a step forward and high knee it back. If you don't want to do those squats, but still get that forward and back movement. Good, last one. And we're gonna bring it down. You got 15 seconds. And again, you might just be staying here, okay? Or full movement, reach forward, press it up. You can tap it, 2, 3, 4, and then you come back down. Your hardest move is gonna be here, pressing up from the toes and plank jacking it out 4 times. And then staying on those toes or dropping to those knees. You can stay here and not do those plank jacks. Get that reach forward, press it back. If you've got the energy to, tap it or hop it out in it. Okay, find that what works for you. Remember, it's only 30 seconds and start to make your way up. I'm just completing that move and you've got that 20 seconds to get up. So more time from the ground. All right, 8 seconds before we start. Set number 2. Legs out wide, toes turned out, weights to the front. We hinge forward into that squat or that deadlift. Come on up, and again, you might be just stopping there. Only that frontal raise, if you can, all the way up, and then taking it behind that head. Ten seconds, you are almost there. Finish up your last one. Good, weights are gonna come to that side. Make sure they're out of the way, not within your distance of where you're gonna be working. And again, you can do just regular squats, heels to toes, jump squats in place, or working through that movement, jump forward, high knees back, big step forward, high knees back instead of that. Jump into that squat. 45 seconds. Good, so showing you how to advance some of those moves that we do all the time today. By combining and movement to it, run laterally. But you can break it back down, right? So it can still just be that regular squat. Those jump squats or those heels to toes. Let's bring it down. All right, belly down. You could, again, just be doing your tap side to side of your plank jacks. Starting down on the belly if you can. Working on that W reach. That push up from your knees to your toes. Tapping out or hopping out for those plank jacks. From your toes or your knees back down. And if that's too much, remember, you could just do your W reaches and your push-up. You could just do your push-up and your tap out, side to side, or your plank jacks. All 3 of the moves would be W reach, push-up, plank jacks. 4 times, finish it. And we got 1 more set to go. 20 seconds before you have to start. Get water if you need. If you're up and you want water, go for it. All right, guys, let's get that last set in. In that wide position, for that sumo, right here, deadlift, come on up. Again, stopping at the shoulders. If you can't go over that head, if you can, right here. Find that movement that works for you. Good, keep it nice and strong, guys. Take it at your own pace. 8 more seconds, you're right there. Finish up your last one. All right, weights are coming out of that leg. And we are going for regular body weight squats, heels to toes, jump squats, or adding in that movement forward and back with a long jump, high knees back, or you can take a big step instead of that jump forward into your squat, and then take those high knees back without that jump step. So you can get that movement in, but you don't have to add that jump squat in. Last and final time for this one. Good, that last one in, and we're bringing it down onto that floor. All right, once again, you decide where you want to be. Maybe you just want to do W reaches. Maybe you want to do W reaches and a push-up. If you can, W reaches, push-up, plank jacks, tapping out those legs from the knees if you need. Maybe you just want to do a push-up and some tap out side to side. 4 times. If you can, even on your knees, W reaches, press up from your knees, stay on your knees, tap it, or make it real strong with that W reach. Press up from that push up, and your 4 plank jacks. And you are done. Make your way up. Get some water if you need. Resetting that clock. And we're gonna go into our final exercises right here. Our last 9 minutes. Our last circuit. All right, so it's gonna be a side step or a side lunge. All right, so either way, you can side step, but you're hinging forward. Or you're going to side lunge, rotate pull. So see how I'm rotating using my back? And when I come center, I'm gonna come up into a high pull. Step, if you're not gonna bend, you're right here. Rotate, pull, high, pull up, okay? So we hold here. Side lunge, pull. High pull, over to the other side. Okay, now, you can also watch me. Hinge forward, pull, high pull up, and not even do any of that side movement. Okay, you can just do hinge forward and a wide pull. You can do a hinge forward, pull up, you can rotate into your roast, all kinds of things that you can do there, okay? The hardest one is adding in the side movement, which you do not have to do, okay? Now, second movement, lateral. We are going to bring some knees up, lunge back. 1, 2, 3, and then I lunge back, okay? Option here, you can just do high knees, you can just do alternating lunges, body weight, okay? Don't have to do that lateral movement. Of course, that's an add-on if you want it, because we're showing you how you can do things a little stronger if you want that option. All right, let me show you the hardest move first. Straight arms to straight legs. From here, we're going to sit it up and press it up. And then if you can, that dancing crab, or just kick those legs out, okay? So it looks like this. I'm extending my arms and legs. I'm bringing everything up, lifting, and right here. Now, our other option is to stay here. Lower back, reach, reach, and come on up. Nice and easy. You don't have to lift anything up. Okay, you can also bring it here, lift it up, and kick from here if you'd like to, and sit back up. Okay, so all those different options there that you can do, and I'll show you throughout. All right, let's grab our weights. All right, you're gonna either hinge, rotate, pull, high pull up. Just do one of those. Just do the hinge and the high pull, or add that lateral movement with me. 3, 2, and we are in it. So from here, side lunge, rotate into a row, high pull up. And if you're adding that lateral movement, I am stepping with it. But you don't have to, right? So we can be here, row, high pull up. Hinge, row, high pull up. You don't even have to do the high pull if it's too much. Right here, just the hinge and the row. Or you can just do the hinge and the high pull. So you pick two of those moves that you feel most comfortable with. And if you want to add the lateral movement, you got to make sure that that form is good. It might not be for you to be here. You might want to just stay centered. Pull and high pull. Good. All right, bring those weights down. And now we've got that lateral movement with that lunge. Now remember, you can just do high knees here. You can just do those alternating lunges where we put that together with lateral movement and a lunge. So knees moving to the side, lunge back. Knees moving, lunge back. So we're putting those high knees together with lateral movement and that lunge back, okay? But you can simply be doing these. You can simply be doing alternating lunges instead of adding in that lateral movement with that lunge. Good. All right, let's take it down on that floor. And again, nice and easy. You could be staying here. Lower back, kick, kick. You can lower back, lift it up, kick it from there. Okay, if you want to come all the way down, you sit all the way up into position to lift, kick it from here, and if you add those hands to that dancing crab, we're here. 30 seconds. Now we only have 10 left to go. So you're not doing this a whole lot of times. But you have to be able to control those movements if you make it that harder version. All right, 15 seconds, breathe, get ready to grab those weights. Remember, you can just hinge and high pull. You can hinge and just row. You can row it into your high pull. Lateral movement, last thing that you would do if you have that complete control over that movement as you move through it. Side lunge hold, rotate pull, high pull as you come up. You can eliminate that high pull from the center. If that's too much, but you still want to get lateral movement, you can eliminate the row and do a side lunge, high pull. Doesn't have to be all three of those moves. You have to be able to control all three if you do all three. And release. Weights are coming down. And again, we've got just those high knees here or here, just those alternating lunges. Or if you want to add high knees with the lateral movement into your lunge, right here. Good. If it's too much at any point, come to just those knees. Come to just those alternating lunges. Okay, you decide. This is your hardest of the circuits. We got a lot of tough work combined in this one. Let's bring it down. All right, again, we can stay here without ever coming down. Lower back. You can kick those legs out and rise it back up. Lower down. Lift, kick from here, or hardest move, or all the way down. Sit up into position to press and lift into that reverse tabletop with or without those hands. and those kicks. Again, find those options that work for you. I'm giving you a bunch of those options. Come on up. And we got one more set to go. Remember your options. Let's go over them. Staying right here. You can just hinge, high pull. You can just hinge and row. You can hinge, row, and high pull. And then your last, if you feel confident with that. If you're not confident with that, you're not adding the lateral movement, which is your side lunge, your row, and then high pull as you're coming up. So if you haven't mastered this first, and you don't feel comfortable there yet, then you're not going to add that lateral movement. Because then you're definitely not going to have it if you don't have it in one position first. And if that starts to be too much, again, stay here. Hinge, high pull. Hinge, just your row. Or hinge, get in your row. And high pull up as you come up. Good, last and final one. And release. Weights are coming down. And again, 45 seconds. Last bit of cardio. Driving those knees up. Stepping into those alternating lunges. Or lateral knees into that lunge. Take it at your own pace. If it starts to get too much, stay here with just those knees. High knees here. Alternate those lunges. Lateral movement, only if you can. Let's bring it down. 15 seconds. Last and final set right here, guys. Now remember, we can be sitting right here. Arms up. Bring it back to where our core engages. Extend and reach for those feet. Pull it back up. Lower back. Press it up. From there, dancing crowd with the hands if you want to move those arms and your hardest one. Front extended arms and legs. Sitting up, bringing those feet in. So you can lift to that reverse tabletop. Dancing crab with those arms as you can. And lower back down. Getting that last one in right here. And you are all done, guys. Let's stay on that floor and extend and lengthen everything out. I know it was a lot of tough work today, but remember, you got to break down the options that work for you. I'm giving you options so if you feel you can advance, then you can be there. But if you're not ready for it, you're not advancing. Pull that right knee in and hug it. You will stay with one move or two moves at the most. Not in those three parts where we have more movement happening. Okay, so you've got to listen and break it down to what feels right for you. Good, release. Let's grab underneath that leg, extend and lengthen it up, and rotate the ankle. Other direction. And hold it center. Let's flex and point that foot. And then we'll flex and hold and just let that leg come on in. And release. Right ankle coming to that left leg. Hug it in here. And pull. And hug both knees in. Extend out that right leg. Press and hug in that left. And release, grab underneath that leg, extend, lengthen it up, and rotate the ankle. And other direction. And to the center, flex and point. And then flex and hold and pull that leg in. And release, take that left ankle onto the right leg, hug it in right here. And release, hug both knees in. With support, roll yourself up or come to your side. However you feel comfortable coming to your feet. I'm going to come here on my feet, extend and lengthen my legs up, and then roll my body up from here all the way back up to my standing position. Coming up, rotating those shoulders back. Separate the feet, take the hands on the thighs. Hinge forward with a nice flat back hold. Roll that halfway, stretching that spine as you do. And then take that flat back down and roll it all the way up, allowing that head to come up last. Once you come up, roll those shoulders back. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower that left arm, lift and reach. Awesome work, guys. I know it was difficult, but again, be mindful of your body and what it is that you're capable of, and break down the moves according to what you can do. And then you can come back to this and see if you can start to add. Not necessarily for all 3 sets, but maybe for the final set. Maybe for just a couple reps in one of those sets. Bring it up and back. This is something that you can build on working up to. You don't have to be at all those hardest moves right here, right now, and today. Extend and lengthen up. Lower down the right, lift and reach. Bring it up and across that chest, press it in. Take that arm up and back, reach down the back and press back. And lengthen and extend those arms up, lower down and interlock behind the back, opening up that chest, extending and lengthening arms out and away from your body. And release, let's take 2 deep breaths in. Exhale, one more time in. Exhale, and you guys are all done. Fantastic work today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, this is something you want to work your way up to, so you're not going to be 100% on everything today. Again, slowly work at it. This is something you might want to come back to and keep working at getting better and stronger at, okay? So you can do that by saving, sharing, or coming back to this page, clicking on videos, and this is our HIIT mix. I think we're at 171 today as far as that class goes, believe it or not. And I will be back tomorrow. We've got our 10 o'clock virtual class tomorrow. Wednesday, I will be at the JCC in person. That's at 9:30, so if you want to join me outdoors at the JCC, sign up, register at the miyjcc.org. It is open for registration right now. I will be there Wednesday morning. Tomorrow again, we're virtual, so hopefully I will see you then. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.